Madam Contest Chair, fellow contestants, and honored guests. Quick show of hands, who here has a song that when it comes on, you are immediately transported back to a very specific memory? You remember the people in the room. You remember the clothes you had on. You remember your questionable haircut. That's because you have a soundtrack to your life. And you might be thinking, Jay, that's nice, but we really don't geek out on this music stuff like you do. But not to worry, because this app has been running in the background your whole life. You have memories that are sandwiched between a strong emotion and a song that was playing at that time. Some academics call this music-evoked autobiographical memories. I like to think of it as the song remembers when. For me, it began in the beginning. And every year my beginning gets a little farther back there, which I'm not too excited about. But the great news is that these songs are timeless because they're in our hearts. I was 4 years old, and it was Saturday morning. And I remember waking up in my Star Wars bed sheets. I could smell the bacon that my mom was cooking in the kitchen. And as I went downstairs to watch my Saturday morning cartoons, John Denver, my dad was playing John Denver on the stereo. Take me home, country road, to the place I belong. If you know it, please help me out. West Virginia, Alabama, take me home, country road. That was 50 years ago. Until this day, when my life gets crazy, that song is my emotional GPS. Recalculating route. Please make the next left at almost heaven. The older I get, the more it means. You have songs from your soundtrack that helped you when your words failed you. A good chorus can go a long way in those situations. For me, it was when my dad was in hospice. It was one of the saddest experiences of my life. What do you do? What do you say when your dad's dying in front of you? And I remember being in that room, that tiny little room, with my mother and sister and I, and we were all huddled around his bed. And through all the pain and the confusion and the fear that we were all feeling, the song remembered when. I grabbed the chair and pulled it real close up to my dad. And I said, hey, Dad, do you want to sing one? And he gave me a little wink. And I knew that's what he wanted to do. You see, my dad's favorite artist was James Taylor. And he took me to so many JT shows. And I remember singing this with him. Arm in arm on the lawn. You just call my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. And then he looked at me, and he sang, winter, spring, summer, fall. All you've got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend. And everybody was in tears. And my dad looked up at me and he said in a real frail voice, he said, that's a good one, Jay boy. He always used to call me Jay boy. The older I get, the more it means. A song can be a warm blanket. It can be a bridge bridge over troubled water, it can be a way of saying goodbye that still sounds like hello. So today, when you're driving home, put in a song from your soundtrack and turn it up and see where it takes you. And then tomorrow, send that song to someone and say, hey, do you remember this one? Everybody was there. We were laughing so hard with beer coming out of our noses. And then next week, make a new memory. Because I promise you, there'll be a song close by, hitting a record, to add another beautiful song to your beautiful soundtrack. Madam Contest Chair.